Hey guys, what is going on? This is Car number 5, and today I have another gameplay for you guys. This is game number 8. We're playing the Las Vegas Gamblers, and look at this. Niekro versus Niekro. It's going to be a pretty cheesy matchup. He has Cepeda, Trout, Reyes, Lofton, Wright, Kinsler, Posada. We have Hanley starting this game. I believe I put him at shortstop. We also have Corey Seager playing some second base for us. And then Votto is at first, and Matthews is at third. To begin the game, we threw a knuckler in on his hands, and he popped up to the third baseman. I noticed right away this guy had a really slow bat, because I threw a few away, and he was right on. The ones in, he would either not swing on or swing at, or he'd be really, really late. And the knuckleball in on the hands is a pretty tough pitch. We left some over the middle there. There we tried like a fastball, kind of middle away, high away to get him to pop up. Left it a little bit too much in the zone, though, so that was a dangerous pitch, but we do get out of the inning. And this guy was really, really impatient. So this game, I strike out, by the way, with Trout. It's terrible. Very good knuckler, but a terrible swing. But this game, I want to talk about, how you guys should face knucklers. I know they're really frustrating. And by the way, my opponent sent a friendly quit right away. I don't know if it's because of a knuckler or if it's because he knew me or something. So I'm not sure. I mean, I don't usually accept the friendlies. But anyways, yeah, I want to talk a little bit about, approach of knucklers. It's pretty much the first, 4 to 5 innings I was taking 2 strikes, being super, super patient. If you get guys on, I was trying to steal. And, yeah, I was just being really, really super patient. I mean, more patient than I usually am. And I wanted to get Niekro out of there by, the 5th, 6th, at the latest the 7th, and get to his bullpen. Because I know facing knucklers, if you're really aggressive, sometimes you can have good games. But sometimes, if you're swinging early in the count and you can't buy a hit, man, I'm telling you, you're gonna face a knuckler 9 innings, and it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be pretty. We do work a walk with Griffey and get a couple on, and then Dawson, I hit one pretty sharply to the shortstop, and that's exactly what I mean. You guys will see that I'm hitting a lot of balls pretty sharply throughout the game, and I'm just, they're not finding holes, even though I wasn't right on them. But there are a lot of hard hit ground balls, and you can expect a few hits from time to time. But some games, some games they'll find holes, and some games they will not. So that is why you don't want to swing at everything, especially against knucklers. You can get yourself out of a groove. You want to try to get into their bullpen. And like I said, there's a lot of flukiness when facing a knuckler, so you want to try to get them out of the game as soon as possible. Even good players will tell you that. I think some of the best players, their goal is to get the knuckler out of the game because they know it's got such random movement. You don't know where it's going to go. But anyways, Niekro is still cruising for us. I was hanging a lot of pitches down the middle, but the knuckler... I was mixing the knuckler, the curve, and the screw. I throw some sinkers in on the hand. Sometimes I try to throw fastballs above the letters to get in the chase. And he really did not show me that he could turn on any of them. So we just tried to exploit that as much as possible. I don't think he had one good hit the entire game, or one pulled pitch the entire game, even a knuckler. So I was kind of surprised. Usually people are out in front a lot, and that's where we try to mix the knuckler, away. I'll try to mix it down a little bit more. I've had some games where people hit knucklers pretty well with being pretty aggressive, but I've had some games where people get really, really frustrated and try to use it to their advantage. Anyways, moving right along, we finally do get a hit with Hanley. Like I said, it's really, really tough to have a consistent approach against knucklers, but just trying to be patient here. And Seager, I got something right down the middle. I should have been, just reacting here rather than just thinking knuckler. But he threw that kind of middle way, and I should have crushed that. But that's going to be a fly out to left field. And we're going to have 2 on. Even with a pitcher, I'm up here grinding. 2-2 count. I've already thought off a few pitches. And I do end up, hitting a weak liner to first base, which it wasn't hit hard. But at least, you got to work pitches with your pitcher as well. Just contact swing. And that was my whole goal right now. It was just, little moral victories each inning. Because I knew in the long run it would pay off, because usually it does. But he starts off the next inning with a double to right field. And then next batter comes up. I try to, I kind of left this a little bit middle away. I didn't get high enough. And you guys can see that's where his bat speed is at. He couldn't even, pull that. I mean, it was really just straight up, and he just kind of went with it up the middle. And then I missed my spot completely here, and his pitcher gets a base hit. As you guys can see, he's trying to hit everything up the middle, or he's laid a few pitch inside. So, it wasn't really smart to try to, throw this guy away. Even on a knuckler, he was really, really late. Here we go with a curveball in on the hands. Like I said, you can use that curveball to offset the screwball and the knuckler. Keep in mind, I think the screwball is thrown harder. I don't remember. One of them is throwing 3 miles an hour harder, so you can kind of use that as... I saw Beanie Antics call it a reverse changeup. So yeah, I definitely use that philosophy when pitching with Niekro or Tiant. and it works really well. And we get kind of a weak liner in the inning. And next inning, we're still grinding up here, 2-2 count with Trout. I'm just, hoping for anything to go through. I don't care if it's a BS hit or not. I'm just trying to put the ball in play, and just hope something can find a hole. And eventually, we can get something going. But right now, we got kind of a just late cheese line drive. Really didn't deserve a hit there, but it was hit hard, so kind of some bad luck on our part. And then this is what I'm talking about, just putting the ball in play. They need to fix this, really, to be honest, though. There's too many hits like that. The pitcher and catcher animations are a little too slow. So our cheesy cap does get a base hit. And here with 2 strikes, I'm still trying to be patient. He tries to slide step and tries to get a little cute. He ends up hitting Griffey, so we're going to have 2 on. We work a full count with Dawson. You can see he's at 64 pitches right now. And we take another walk. So I'm just trying to be super patient. Get that pitch count up. We work some more pitches here with Votto, 0-2 count. He's got that unfazed quirk. He throws me a fastball up and in. I didn't really hit it all that well. It was a little late. Could have pulled it better. And I honestly do not know what happened, but I'll take it. That's the first time I've seen that. It looks like his first reaction was to go back, and then he came in on the ball, and it kind of forced him into some BS animation. So I'll admit I got really, really lucky there, but at the same time I also had some hits that didn't go through. And he had some weak hits that went through too. So sometimes it's just, this game's already kind of really random when you're playing a solid opponent. And then facing knucklers, it's going to get even more random. So that's why you want to stay disciplined up there. And my opponent was pretty aggressive. You can see we only had 36 pitches in 4 innings. I think we were like almost at 70. I throw a pitch in on the hands here. He fights it off for a just late line drive. And like I said, he did not pull anything, so we just kept trying to attack. Late line drive hit 100 miles an hour. Again, that stuff needs fixed, but whatever. And then David Wright comes up. We kind of throw one down and then try to throw it below the zone a little bit. And he's going to fly out to Griffey. And the next batter, Ian Kinsler, comes up. I have to be really careful with him. 2-0 count. We throw a sinker in on the hands. He chased ball 3. That would have been a ball. And then our Corey Seager over at second base makes a nice little play. So move on to the 4th. You guys can see we're at 73 pitches already. He threw me a high fastball. I thought I hit a little bit better. This is Ed Matthews. And he makes a nice play. Like, his infield was making plays left and right. Niekro comes up. I'm still grinding. 2-2 count. Fouling off pitches. So I'm working about, 5, 6, 7 pitches, even for my pitcher. And, he gets 3 at-bats. That's 21 pitches. So you just want to keep working the count. And then we get something hit pretty much pitched right down the middle. And Trout is all over it. But just another fantastic play by his shortstop. And we cannot get anything to go through besides that lucky Votto hit we got, which was just like a bad animation, really. That's really the only couple of my hits came because of bad animations, but we're still cruising with Niekro at this point. Opponent's still not really showing the ability to turn on the pitches. So, we're kind of using that curveball, screwball in on his hands to mix it up, and then we'll mix a fastball, sinker, high in the zone. Votto makes a nice play to get out of the inning. 2-1 now at this point. And you guys can see the 5th inning here. I'm late on that. I don't even feel good when I get hits like that, so I'm not that mad when I get out. But again, that was hit pretty well. 106 in this game. And it was, over the middle plate a little bit, but still, I think that needs to be toned down just a tad. But still some bad luck on our part, that line drive didn't find a hole, but it is whatever. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I'm hitting okay, but I had 2 runs through 6 innings, and he's pretty much done with Niekro at this point. He might be able to go one more inning. He's getting close to 100 pitches. We throw another fastball above the letters and get him to fly out. Another knuckleball above the letters. He kept chasing everything. And Dawson makes a fantastic play. That's what I'm talking about. These games, you have to step up on defense. I think that's one thing. People overlook really good players. Like, they make plays. They know how to pitch. They know how to play to the situation. They know how to win close games. I know it's kind of a cliche, but I'm telling you, man, like, you guys watch some of the best players. Like, I was watching, I think I was watching Rebel and Zeke play like a friendly the other day, and like Rebel was making, diving catches all over the place. He made this crazy play in the outfield and saved him the game. I mean, I'm telling you, like, the best players, they know how to play defense. They know how to hit, when to hit their cutoff, and it's just little things like that. And base running too, that can go a long way, especially in these close games. Like, you don't want to make any mistakes on the base path, but you want to know when to be able to take that base when the situation calls for it. Anyways, it's still 2-1. We still have Niekro in. He gets kind of a blue pit. That happens. Nothing we can really do about it. We're inducing weak contact pretty much the entire game. David Wright comes up with a 3-2 count. We throw I think that was a sinker, and on the hands, he's late again, gets another kind of jammed hit there. Opponent really did not make the adjustment to turn on that, so I don't know if that was his approach or if he just had the inability to hit that, or if the knuckler was just that, messing him up that much. Kinsler comes up. We try to get a double play, but we have a slow transition there by Seager. Really disappointed with that. Seager comes up, 3-1 count. I'm hoping he chases here to get a, like a weak pop-up on the infield, but we walk him. His pitcher comes up. I know at this time he was going to pinch hit. At least we got Niekro out of the game, but right now we're looking at a bases-loaded situation facing Harper. I decided to go ahead and bring in my boy Chapman. This is where the game is pretty much on the line, in my opinion. I'm going to my best. He's going with his best. He counters with Jason Worth. And we decided to go with a changeup. I know he's going to be looking fastball here. I'm going to try to get a double play. And it's hit right to Matthews. Now, I could have probably just turned it traditionally, but for some reason, I just wanted to make sure I got that play, that out at home. And we are able to turn the double play there. We have our cap at catcher. And then here, I could have done a double switch and took Seager out. Probably would have been smarter. But I decided to just go ahead and pitch hit Lou Brock here. I didn't really feel like I needed Chapman to win this game. He got me a big double play though. And then he brings in the breakout Gagne, who we also have in our bullpen. He's trying to spam those curveballs, which he does have a very slow wicked curveball. We were able to get a line drive base hit in the right field though. And then you know what time it is. Lou Brock hits on base. You have to take that chance. If you get thrown, you might get thrown out once in a blue moon, but we still second there. We got Trout up. We haven't done much of Trout lately. He kind of quick pitched me there. Good idea by my opponent. I had good timing on it and just didn't get the PCI up, so I should have been more ready for that. And with one out, we have Matthews. I decided to go ahead and take third here because why not? I mean, I'm playing for runs here. I'm trying to win this game. Like I said, I can't always just rely on hitting 400 every single game and scoring 8-9 runs. Sometimes you have to win these close games. I think that's what separates some of the good players from the great. And then I'm trying to drive the ball, get one for a sac fly situation. He throws me up and in. That's what I'm looking for. Ed Matthews goes yard. We go up 4-1, and that is a huge cushion. And not to say my opponent had the best pitching ever. It's just facing Niekro was just, like I said, really, really fluky, and our patience paid off. I think if I was really aggressive like he was, man, maybe I would have scored some runs off Niekro. Maybe I was too passive, but in my opinion, I think a more consistent approach is being patient against knuckleballers. And then we get kind of like a change up middle way. We line out to second base, kind of pulled off it a little bit. That's what I'm saying. I just wasn't getting many hits to go through, and I really wasn't even hitting particularly well this game either. Kind of, I don't know. This is kind of one of those games that feel like one mishap, one mess up, could cost you the game. So thankfully our defense was on point. And then we bring in Doolittle, throw a high fastball. I don't know what he's chasing. He has Kenny Lofton up there. But, he's been chasing those high pitches a lot, and he really wasn't able to turn on them very well at all. So he's got Reyes coming up next. He's got kind of a speed lineup. Missed our spot with Doolittle, but kind of works out to our advantage. And then Trout comes up 3-2 count. We missed our spot again, and you can see he didn't get the PCI on it. That's going to be a weak fly out, so we're going into the 9th now, or bottom of the 8th. But we only have 3 more outs to go. And he still got the Gagne in. We have Hanley up here with 2 strikes. That curveball is dirty. I'm real excited about the 99 Gagne, but I'm kind of disappointed that this one's a BR reward, and then a month later they're going to release a 99. So I don't know. I'm glad they're releasing a 99 Gagne though, because I do think he should be a little bit better than this breakout. But I do like the breakout. Me personally, I want to try him out. I don't care if I lose Stubbs. I know his value is going down, but I just want to try him out a little bit. So we do get a base hit there of Hanley and Seager. Man, I kept getting a lot of good pitches to hit, but unfortunately I wasn't getting under the ball. I was hitting a lot of grounders, and they were not finding holes, so sometimes that can happen. Then we decided to go with our beast, our horse, Kenley Jansen. I'm almost going to him right away when I need him the most. And, right here I need him to get the save. I don't always necessarily save him for a safe situation. And he has to pay to up. We throw a high fastball. I noticed one time, this was the one time, and I didn't show it, but I threw a fastball or sinker middle in, and he turned on it. So I started to, make some slight adjustments, throw a slider away there. He actually hit that one pretty well. I mean, my opponent pretty much had a later bat, and that's fine. But, we're going to make that adjustment. And David Wright comes up, 1-2 count, throw a sinker in on the hands. He does fight it off, and I see that he had good timing on it, so I want to kind of mix it up, throw a slider away somewhere. Throw one straight down here. It's going to look like the same pitch, but it's going to be a slider straight down. And we get him to check his swing for strike 3, and Jansen shuts the door. I love the Jansen card. Matthews had a big home run for us. And so we are going to improve to 8-0. I don't know what my opponent's rating was, or his highest rating of all time, but he was 754. And you guys can see we're slowly moving up, and we don't really get anything. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching the video. By the way, if you guys are liking the videos, I usually don't ask for likes, but I'm hoping the quality is a lot better, and you guys have noticed it. For not only for the video, but hopefully my mic quality is better as well. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. It's car number 5 signing out. Peace.